PAW Patrol the Dino Movie just got a trailer and a poster, and I'll tell you all about it today. The trailer begins with the aircraft carrier HQ crashing on an island before the team gazes upon its glorious nature. They then use grappling hooks to scale a cliff before entering the heart of the jungle. Afterwards, we see the pups get all geared up in dino-themed uniforms. Following that, our first look at Rex, who's riding a dinosaur that seems to be fighting with another one. Then that other dinosaur goes chasing after the team. Though after that, the PAW Patrol admires the wildlife before quite a few humans join them as well. Then a little later, we see a volcano erupt. Ryder talks with the pups before seeming to harness the power of many dinos with Marshall riding one. We get a nice little animated version of the logo, then see Rex with his dino buddy and Rubble attempting to make one of his own but being awfully rejected. It then ends off by declaring that none other than the Backstreet Boys will be making music for this movie. First of all, I'd like to state that this isn't the final official trailer, but in fact the teaser trailer. It's quite fit for a simple promotion of the film, with it being so short, not mentioning some plot points, and many of the lines said not syncing up with the character's mouth.
We are so not prepared! Run! This is amazing! Come on, pups!
Having all that in mind, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the scenes may end up with different focuses in the actual movie than in this teaser. Now it's time for a bit of analyzing. The main thing that really caught my attention was some of the human visitors on the island. They seem to have an emblem on their clothes, which makes me suspect they're part of some sort of agency. My best guess is that they're scientists or researchers, especially as one is seen documenting the dinos. Also, I could expect some of them to be voiced by celebrity voice actors. I mean, one of them literally looks to be modeled after Fortune Feimster. Additionally, with those people in mind, as well as the fact that the pups seem to have already had dino-themed gear before actually spotting live dinos, I could see there already being a dino-centric project going on before stumbling upon Dino Island. Next up, Rex. We get a few glances at him, but unfortunately, there's not much of him here. However, in a picture that was posted a bit before, we get a much clearer look at the cute little fluff ball. As I've said before, he's very endearing indeed, with perfect jungle energy. To clarify, this is meant to be the same Rex from the Dino Rescue subseries. However, it doesn't seem like his character from the series will necessarily be lining up with his character here in the movie. Now let's look at the team's uniforms, gear, and overall appearances. Their base models seem to remain basically the same as in the last film, though I do think Sky's been changed a bit, with her face perhaps being made rounder and her eyelashes also looking somewhat darker. Their uniforms are equipped with green lights on their helmets, on the straps over their chests, and even on some of their pup packs. Then regarding the pup packs, they seem to contain the same equipment as their normal ones in addition to grappling hooks. However, Marshall does also have a rope on his side as well. Also, going back to the helmets, Rocky seems to represent a backwards baseball cap, which I think would have been much more fitting for Zuma, but still a cute detail. I'll also touch up on Ryder and his attire. Concerning his model, the only thing I notice is that they might have made his face a bit sharper or less round. Regarding his uniform, he's got on his signature vest with Dino Green additions, a black shirt with a spike pattern imprinted beneath the shoulder, his fingerless gloves return in blue and green, blue camo pants with knee pads, a pair of lace boots, and a backpack. And if you've enjoyed so far, Rex would like it if you'd like the video and subscribe. Following that, the vehicles. For the most part, they look like dino-themed versions of their usual vehicles. We see Sky get her own aircraft of some sort, Zuma has a hovercraft which has a massive fin, Rubble's vehicle looks to have a crane, and I'll touch up more on Rocky's momentarily. As for Marshall, we don't actually see it from the front, only getting peeks at bits of it. In the clear shot of it, we can spot a tow line on the back and an unknown contraption above it. I could imagine that being a water cannon of some sort. And for Ryder, it does look like he gets a big vehicle of his own here, which is nice. It's quite simple, seeming mainly made to carry things in the back, like we see him do with Marshall and his dinosaur buddy. Furthermore, we've seen two vehicles get toy showcased thus far. The Dino Mobile HQ, which was shown to serve as something like the PAW Patroller, but also can transform into a headquarters. There's also Rocky's truck, which was shown to be able to carry a dinosaur. We can spot it in one shot in the teaser, as well as what I think may be a part of the Mobile HQ. Now, a bit of discussion concerning story elements. Something that kinda confused me was the fact that it seems like the team brought over a whole bunch of people. well. Normally, the standard is that natural wonders such as this are meant to have as little outside interaction as possible, yet a large amount of people are present in one shot. That seems more like something Humdinger would have organized. Speaking of him, in the blurb for the movie, it's revealed that he's the film's main villain and causes a volcano to erupt, which we do see happen here. Additionally, Rebel seems to fill the role of comedy relief in this film, just like he had in the ones prior. Those bits were actually the longest shots in the teaser. However, I'm very excited for the scene where the team is crash landing onto the island, as I expect that to be quite an intense one, and hope that's treated rather seriously, as well as when they first enter the jungle, as that could bring a pretty intriguing atmosphere. And I thought the part where they were soaring with the leaf hang gliders looked like a very fun scene too. Also, I'm curious if the waterfall spotted in the scene has any plot relevance, as it seemed to be quite prominent in the shot it had appeared in. If there's a volcano that's erupted, maybe that could combat the lava or any effects it may have. Now a look at the poster. We see the pups all in line with Marshall in the front representing his role as main character in this film. Behind the main team, Rex is atop Timmy, his T-Rex buddy. In the far distance, you can spot a volcano with smoke rising out of it, as well as some pterodactyls flying near it. And at the very top, we can read the tagline of "Adventure reaches new heights." I think it looks great. Compared to the posters for the last two films, I found it interesting how this one doesn't follow the same structure as those, definitely making it feel more fresh and unique. And with Rebel, we see him holding a trio of Incy dinos, which we obviously saw him attempt to do in the teaser. My only critique would be that Zuma's expression, pose, and overall render doesn't necessarily feel as polished as all of the others here. Finally, the music. In this teaser, a song by the Backstreet Boys plays, which is an original one made just for this movie. Its title has been revealed to be Bottle Up. I think it perfectly encapsulates the energy of these films. Also, I do think that NSYNC being featured in the last Trolls movie, which was released a bit after the Mighty movie, perhaps may have influenced the decision of having the Backstreet Boys be featured in this one. But anyways, I am curious what other musical artists will make songs for this film. I would expect Snoop Dogg to, as he's a part of the celebrity cast and a well-known musician. McKenna Grace might, as she had made ones for Scream 7, which she played in, but seeing as she had also done one for the previous film, I'm up on the air on if she'll do it again. But regardless, I'm very excited to see who else they'll have Drake music for this, as the people they get always pleasantly surprise me. Anyways, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, go check out that video right there, and as always, I'll see you next time.